LSU says it will investigate Congressman Bill Cassidy's employment with the school following allegations he was paid for work he didn't do. Senator Mary Landrieu used the reports as she presses toward Election Day on Saturday. Landrieu claims Cassidy duped taxpayers for his own benefit. This is Rob Krieger explains why Landrieu wants Cassidy to come clean and why he says he did nothing wrong.
Yeah, according to multiple reports, documents, and Mary Landrieu, when Dr. Bill Cassidy took office as a congressman, he cut a deal with LSU to continue to receive a substantial portion of his pay while only completing 20% of hours he'd normally work. That meant he'd have to work about 30 hours a month. But in documents provided News 2, Cassidy recorded a woefully smaller number than 30 hours, sometimes fewer than 10 hours in a single month, all while collecting his agreed-upon salary.
These documents, timesheets from the LSU School of Medicine, show Dr. Bill Cassidy either wasn't working enough hours or just didn't record the time properly. Senator Mary Landrieu would have you believe Congressman Cassidy committed fraud.
All of the public documentation that has been released strongly suggests that he did not do the work that he was paid for.
But Cassidy, who would not make himself available to defend the allegations, instead allowing a staffer to answer pressing questions, may have actually done the work, but just didn't record the time. His staffer suggests that since medical practice doesn't end when you leave the hospital, just because the congressman wasn't at Earl K. Long, or more recently Our Lady of the Lake, doesn't mean he wasn't working, suggesting that the congressman would consult with patients and acted in a supervisory role for a single nurse at the hospital. Still, Landrieu points to days when the congressman recorded hours working, but was also voting in Washington. Again, the staffer says Dr. Cassidy could have likely been answering emails or taking phone calls as part of his obligations. But Landrieu thinks that just shows Cassidy is willing to mislead the public, especially the poor.
Even from his very first commercial, in his scrubs with a stethoscope, portraying himself as a doctor who cares deeply about the poor, sacrificed a great deal to serve the poor, and now it's pretty clear that he's been serving himself.
Congressman Cassidy will face Senator Landrieu in their only debate this evening, where she's challenged the doctor to produce the missing timesheets from his years at LSU. His staffer tells me it's incumbent on LSU to make those timesheets available. For their part, LSU says it is looking into the congressman's stint with the university, just as it would for any other employee. Rob Krieger, WBRZ News 2.